Hey, that's it. Sash, what are you doing over there, man? You were supposed to leave that expo hall floor like a week
Dude,
ago.
I've been sitting here by myself drinking, asking everyone, where is everyone? I
I
don't know, I
know
got
that's
lost.
I know that's not the case. You ran out of beer. I witnessed it.
Yeah, I did. I did. I
Hey,
got a
everybody.
sign.
Thanks for tuning in today. Our first episode after the fence show. So we're gonna do a recap. I'm barely getting my voice back, so I don't know if you can still hear a little raspy. So first day kind of back on the podcast. We're kind of excited. I want to recap it. If you don't know, it's Sasha, director of Founders Fence. We're gonna circle back to that. We're gonna circle back to that
Oh,
in a
yeah.
second. So before we get into it, Sash, what have you been up to since Friday? Last time I saw you.
Mate, I'm still here. I'm still recovering. So yeah, we're right now as we'll discuss a little bit about the adventure that I'm on. But yeah, we're up here. The show was so good. We've got so much phone calls and positivity that the whole team, we're just trying to catch up and get back to the calling everyone we've met and the new contacts we made at the show. So yeah, it's been full on.
Yeah. So let's talk for a minute about your booth because I don't think anybody's ever pulled off something like this at one of the fence shows or a show that I've been to. You said, "Hey, Brian, can I get a bar?" I remember having a conversation, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to order one from, from the hotel, and like everybody else did." But that was no go on that for you. Look at this! Look at this bar you built. So, is this the first time this thing's ever been anywhere?
Yeah, 100%. Our creative director, Brett, we sort of sat down, me and Brett, when he designed, like, come up with this brain idea. Hey, let's do a bar. Let's have fun, right? And everyone that knows me knows that I love to have fun. I bleed fence. And yeah, what was meant to just be a pop up bar turned into a legit bar in 5 crates. We were the last to fill the crates at the end of the show, but it was worth it. It was such an amazing time. And yeah, we pulled it off, right?
Oh man, you hit it out of the park? I mean, that was crazy. I mean, it was almost look like you made it look like I built a big bar in the middle. It was like
Yep.
it was phenomenal, and the detail of this thing, it was like it was marble. You had detail on the chairs. I mean, I don't think anything was missed on this thing, and that thing lit up. Look at the lights. I mean, you could see this from anywhere in the expo hall.
Yeah, no, we were, like I said, it was a long time coming. So, all the hard work that you and your team put in to bring the people in, we wanted to introduce founders to everyone with a big splash, and we tried our best, right? I think we tried the best to pull it off, and you kept telling us to turn the lights off at
Yeah.
4:30, but we were out of beer every day, so I think we did something right.
Yeah, a couple of kegs. I think you had people lined up the whole time, which was really cool. And they weren't just, they weren't just lined up just to come talk to you. They were hanging out. They were interacting with everybody else at the bar and stuff as well as, So they would come and meet with you, and they would chat, and you guys would exchange information, scan some QR codes or whatever you were doing. But then they would hang out and talk to everybody else. So I
Yeah, I
think
had yeah. It was like testament again. I can't say thank you to the FWA team and yourself. Like, the attendees were amazing. I had a couple of barflies literally every day sit in the corner. I was getting like, hang on a minute. And then I got to talk to them. They were fencing guys. Are like, hey, dude, we just love sitting here. And that was awesome. We got to meet, it was amazing too. We got to meet a lot of people from all areas of America, right? It wasn't just the West. We had New Jersey, Florida, just all over the states, which was just, it was really amazing.
Yeah, people ask a lot. They're like, "Hey, is this a regional show?" And I'm like, "Not at all," because I mean, you scan one badge and it could be from California. You scan the next is in New York. Next one's in Florida, Iowa, Ohio. I don't think there was a state in the U.S. where people didn't come from at
Oh,
all.
what about JC Jury? I see them saying hi. Their
Were they
booth,
were they even there? What? You
yeah,
can't.
yeah,
You
their
couldn't
booth
miss.
was lit up, man. This show, like I said, like just from me, from excitement point of view, this show was, yeah. We were so busy, and I wanted to go smash some cars that you'd put up. We didn't even get a chance to eat. Like, it was just non-stop. It
Yeah,
was a great show.
everybody took it over the top. Like JC Curry
Yeah,
and look at that. You didn't get to do that.
no,
Oh, shit.
it was so. Yeah,
That was fun back there. And then we ended up making a track on the ground. That kind of people were running around, and you were the only way you could get one of those RC car derby, Fence Show derby shirts was to actually win one of the competitions. So people were just back there constantly racing. And then,
yeah,
man, I can't tell you how many people can I have a car. Can I have a car? And I think at the end, a couple people actually, we did a couple races where if you won a race, you got a car. And
yeah.
they were, I don't know how they got them back. I mean, these things would take up some room in the suitcases, but yeah.
You don't need clothes. Who cares?
No.
We're fence guys and ladies. Yeah.
How about that opening ceremony? I don't think. Have you ever been to a show that had an opening ceremony like this before?
No, no, and like it was like okay, we saw Elvis cruising around, and then all of a sudden, the Thriller song comes up. Michael Jackson's out there, and then all of a sudden, where did those people come from? For the Thriller, it's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, we had them in the audience. They were out there with badges. They looked like fencers.
Yeah, that was awesome.
This was cool.
Yeah, they definitely don't move like fences. They move a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
imagine us out there, especially
Oh,
after the end of the day, hanging out at your bar
oh
inside? We should
no.
have done a video at the end of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you had a truck outside as well, right?
Yep.
There it is,
Well, there's
going in.
Michael.
Look at this. Watch this crowd. I mean, watch the energy. Look at the energy from people going in. That guy's running, and that was Rob Noble. It looks like
Yep.
people were running in, and the vibe was just on fire.
Oh no, it was the
Look at
energy in
that.
that place was just it was awesome.
That was so much fun. I mean,
Yep.
watching everybody come in. Look at the smiles on their face. They haven't even met anybody yet. This is the energy I think you can only pull off by connecting with the fencers. And I guess you'd almost have to be a fencer yourself to understand, what it's like. And it was just amazing to, to get to see the smiles on the faces coming in.
No, it
But
was
you had a truck outside too, didn't you?
yeah. We managed to find a truck somehow, and you know you we put it out the front and sort of made a little bit of a statement that by the way, there's a truck out the front, and if you want to be, come and see us at Founders Booth.
Yeah.
So it
So we
was. Look, again, I can't say thank you enough to you and your team for making it. Putting that effort in because I have no idea what it takes to run a show. I can barely run a business, let alone put that bar together. So that atmosphere you created from the beginning to the end. Hats off to you and your team. You made it easy for especially me. Us at Founders, we got nothing but praise for you and your team.
yeah.
The show was for us. The atmosphere. Look, for me, these shows can, they take time. I can't imagine on your end, but all the vendors out there that were there at the show, I know what it takes. It's not easy to what did JC Jury even have anyone at work? Like they had,
No, they brought their whole team. Over a
you
thousand fence signs. Over a thousand fence signs they had
look
up.
at this.
And
Look at this.
I think that look at that. That was the JC Gurry party, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that party was sick. That was awesome. That was it was amazing. Right when you walked in, that's how you start a show off in Vegas, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was amazing. And look, 75 years too is worth celebrating,
Yep.
for anyone to have the success and the longevity of JC Jury, it just blows my mind. I don't, if I make it to 75, I'm doing well, right? So for
Yeah.
them to have a company that's done, and they're part of the staple of fencing, it was
Yeah.
just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was phenomenal. So, but I mean, I know you do a lot of thanking us, but we can't thank you. I mean, to do the sponsorship and go ahead and look at that. That was I think we were the first show to probably ever get told by the hotel we actually had to open the Expo hall doors up to let people in
So good,
because we were starting to block the escalators. There was just too many people in the lobby, which was awesome. But we can't thank you guys enough. I mean, to go and buy the sponsorship and I mean, anytime anybody saw something up there, it wasn't cheap and it wasn't free for you either to do all that. So that was really cool. To go and spend all the money and put on that kind of entertainment in that show. So what made you think of the bar instead of just filling it up with iron panels like everybody else does?
Well, I think most people that know me and will get to know how, like, a little bit more about Founders. Brett and myself, look, we know, all of us know what we sell and what we do, right? But at the end of the day, a fun show like what you guys put on needs to have a fun booth. And we just wanted to have
Right.
fun. Look at our, like, dumb things like our menu. We had a bar menu which had our products on it, right?
Yeah, that
So
was
it was,
awesome.
you know what we do. We had that little, like, dude, there's 4 crates we never opened because, us fencing people, we got tape measures, but you're like, oh, this booth will fit in, and it's like, oh man, this whole bar takes the whole booth. So we just wanted everyone to know that, hey, look, we're here. We're here to have fun, work hard, and represent the industry and service the industry. And what better than to sit around and sit around the bar, have some fun, and get to know each other? Because I feel like that's what the show's about. You
Hey,
know,
you're not only though the director of Founders Fence, you're also the vice president of the World Fence Federation. So when am I going to
oh,
see you next? When am I going to see you next?
well, Birdie tells me me and you are taking a little trip overseas very shortly. Yeah.
To
Look,
the UK.
I'm so Brian. I'm so excited. Again, it's a great honor and privilege to be part of the World Fence Federation. And I'm really excited because I think we're all divided for all different reasons. Like, this is not the podcast to sort of bring things. So who cares, right? But if we can bring us all together and
Yeah.
just go, hey guys, we're all in this together, from one corner of the world to America. And we know America's, one of the blessed countries in the world, if not the most blessed country. But there's also other countries out there that, do what we do. And look, I'm super excited. I have no
Yeah.
idea how I'm getting on the plane, but I'm getting there somehow.
Well, we're going to be taking off. We're going to be going over there. We've got stuff lined up with a lot of the largest distributors and some manufacturers, and we're going to be going to FenceX over there as well, one of the conventions they got there. So it's going to be a roller coaster of a ride next week. But we got lots to discuss on this episode. This episode is actually going to get broken up into 4 segments. So this is going to be part 1. We're also going to be talking about demo days, which is going to be coming up in April. We've got the fence cruise coming up in February. We've got a lot of exciting stuff. So everybody stay tuned. This is part 1 of a 4 segment. So tomorrow we're going to have another 15 minutes to share with you. But today we're going to wrap up part 1. If you want to hear more about Sasha's journey over to Founders Fence, what we're going to be doing in the UK next week, stay tuned. Tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Love it.